Today I want to give you an update on my running world record attempt of trying to be the fastest male marathon runner dressed as a ninja. So I laugh when I say it because it's so ridiculous, isn't it? But I set myself this challenge predominantly for fundraising purposes for Fab Kids, which is a charity that I've supported for a long time that helps support vulnerable and disabled children. And amazing cause. And I thought, well, I'll spice up my marathon attempt for London Marathon, and I'd do a world record attempt. It turned out to be a bit of a nightmare because not just COVID cancelling the event, I've got a virtual event coming up on October the 4th. But little did I know about this world record attempt that I looked at it and I thought a ninja outfit would be pretty easy to run in, which is why I picked it. And the current world record is 4 hours 17. And normally I could run a marathon in 3:38 is my PB. So I thought, well, I've got plenty of wiggle room there to try and make it happen. Little did I know that I had to run in barefoot style footwear. And I didn't realise how restricted the head mask was as well. I can't remember what the term's called now. But my mouth and nose is covered, which restricts the breathing. And also, I didn't quite realise how hot the suit gets and how heavy it gets the longer you run in it. So I've done a half marathon here before, and it was horrendous. I nearly didn't make it to the end. So it's a much more challenging world record than I could possibly have envisaged. So the barefoot running style as well. Having tried to train to transition, had 3 calf tears, and my calves are still precariously delicate since trying to make the switch over. So I made the decision that we're going for the virtual London Marathon on October the 4th. I'm in negotiations with Guinness World Records on how they're going to adjudicate me. My gut feel is that, well, I'm fairly sure of this because you look at the adjudication process. At London Marathon, it's easy because they've got Guinness World Records adjudicated at every kilometre, and they just check that you've come past and that you're still in your outfit and you're not breaching any of the rules. Obviously, you're doing a virtual marathon. It could be anywhere. I could be running down here with no one around me. I could run 25 miles of the marathon without my outfit on and just not running attire and stick the ninja outfit on at the end. But to try and get the world record. But so the adjudication process is quite brutal. And what it's looking like is that you can either get someone to photograph you every kilometre, or you can just video record it. So I thought I'm going to go for this world record attempt because I've put so much heart and effort into it. 6 calf tears, training since December last year in barefoot running style, which I love now, but it's still, my calves are still twitching, and even today I can feel my right calf. In fact, I'm going to run a little bit slower because I just felt it twinge then. But it's my calves are still twitching all over the spot. I haven't been able to have sports massage since the sports machines that I use stopped due to COVID. So hopefully we can kickstart that again soon. But I'm going to slow right down because I just felt a little tiny tweak in my calf, and that's not a good sign. The marathon's 3 weeks away, so yeah, got to be very, very careful now. But so yeah, I thought, well, I'm going to go for it. I'll put so much training and effort into it, and so many injuries. I'm going to go for it, and if the only way I can do it is by video recording the whole thing, then so be it. But it just happens that it links with my blog now. So what I'm going to do is, you'll see this 2 weeks on. So we were 3 weeks on Sunday, so to the virtual London Marathon. So you'll see this on the week building up to the marathon. So it's quite good timing that I'm recording this today. You'll see that I've got a tweak in my calf now, which isn't a good sign. So I'm really going to nurse this through the rest of this run today and take it easy the rest of the week. I don't think it's a bad one, because I'm still running. I just feel something, twinging in there, which is a little warning sign. So I'll just take it a bit easier. But anyway, I digress. So what I mean is that I'm going to go for it. I'm going to record the whole thing, and I've roped in 3 of my business partners to cycle with me. There's a guy that I'm speaking to, hopefully later today, who's going to be the social media manager for Runpreneur, and hopefully he'll be along with me as well. So there'll be 4 of us streaming it. We're just looking at how we can stream it on social media and how we can go on multiple channels together, if that makes sense. Obviously, there's going to be 4 or 5 different devices recording at the same time. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get some viral support here. Not for fundraising. I've decided that I've raised the minimum quota for the charity. I had to subsidise a little bit myself, and absolutely fine, because I'm so supportive of the charity. But I'm fully appreciative that we're in a global pandemic and people have been financially battered over the previous few months, and to ask for more donations is not the ethical thing to do at this moment in time. I appreciate the charity, and I'll continue to support them, and I have done personally. So I've made a decision. We're not going to go for sponsorship. What I'm going to go for is comments and support. So it sounds a bit cheesy, but I don't think you can fully appreciate how hard this is going to be. And hopefully by streaming the whole thing live, people will be able to see how I'm looking, how the run's going. We'll also try and not just make it about just watching me, but we'll try and get my business partners to kind of put some good value and stuff out there as well. So it's a bit of a value giving exercise as well as adjudication for my world record attempt. But yeah, we're going to go for it. We're going to see how much support we can get. Quite a few of my business partners have got quite a big following, so we're going to try and hack and find a way of all linking to the same broadcast stream, which I need to do a little bit of research on. Anybody's got any guidance or advice on this, please drop me a line. But speaking to the social media managers today as well to hopefully work out exactly what I'm going to do. And the aim will be to have this one stream that's live being hosted by multiple people, me being one of them, but I'll be running and somebody else holding my phone. I'll try and do a little bit of a vlog as I go, just to let you know how I'm feeling perhaps each 5k, how I'm feeling and what it is, and the challenges I'm facing, the difficulties, what's going well, what's not going so well, so people can kind of get into the mindset of running one of these crazy challenges. A marathon is a crazy enough challenge in normal running attire. I mean, there's several people that have died running marathons. So to do it in a crazy costume where overheating is a massive risk, you're restricting your breathing with a mask, and you're running barefoot style, which you're not fully converted across to. If I was fully converted across to, I wouldn't be tearing my calf every few weeks or months, how it feels at the moment. So hopefully it'll be quite useful, and hopefully it's quite a bit of a publicity stunt, so we should be able to get a little bit of support. So we're going to do a little bit of experiment, see how much reach we can get, how much support we can get. Not financial, just verbal or text support, if that makes sense, just to see if we can get this pushing out viral. I remember there was some guy around his marathon in lockdown around his garden, and he had hundreds of thousands of views. And I'm not saying I'm going to get anywhere near that, but I'd like to think there might be a few people interested in seeing a bit of a crazy challenge, and if we give some value away at the same time, even better. So that's the plan. So basically, please try and tune in for it. I'm going to do it normal London Marathon times. So not London Marathon, we kicks off at 9:30. So I'll be kicking off around about 9:30, Sunday the 4th of October, and I'll be trying to come in around about the 4-hour mark. I'm obviously I'm never going to be in PB shape in all that attire, but I'm going to try and do it around the 4. I'd love to come in under 4. That'd be the challenge. Morning, mate. So yeah, that's the challenge. I'm under no illusions how hard this is going to be, having dismally come in on a half marathon dressed in the outfit. What time did I come? I came in at about 2:06, so that's a half marathon. But it was in March, and it was a very hot day. So what I'm hoping for is a really cool, no wind, no rain, but really cool, maybe 10 degrees would be perfect. If I had that conditions all the way, that would be favourable. Obviously, we can't forecast. We're currently mid-September and going through a bit of a mini heat wave, so the omens might not be looking good. But usually into October, it's rare to get crazy temperatures. So that's the plan. and just asking really for some support. These things are, I talked about it on Sunday about the link between challenges and goals, and this is a massive challenge for me, but it's something that has helped with my running. It's made me commit more to running. It's held me accountable for doing it, and it's raised another large chunk of dough for Fab Kids, because I'm part of a group that I formed. I think it's 11 of us now that we're raising money. So I think we're aiming to get to 25k, but it's being divvied up in the £1,000 chunks for this virtual London Marathon, and then we don't have to raise the full amount for Fab Kids to run the proper event next year. So that's kind of how it's all set out. So there is another £1,000 from my side going across, plus the rest of the guys in the group. Some of them are doing the virtual marathon on Sunday the 4th of May, sort of Sunday the 4th of October as well, sorry. So I'll give you a live update on how much we've raised on the day, when I know who's running it and who's not. Some people have deferred to a proper event, because I think the biggest challenge here, and this is why I'm coming across a bit needy, asking for support on this, is one thing you cannot appreciate until you've done it, is the support that you get on running the London Marathon. It's the most iconic marathon in the world. I think it's probably the second biggest marathon to New York. There's over 1 million spectators around a 26.2 mile track, which is a huge volume of people. Most areas are five or six deep, running the whole way around the track. I think at the sparsest places it's normally 1 or 2 deep. So you get huge support, and some of the key areas, like the landmarks and everything, 20, 30 deep in terms of the crowd. So the support, the closest you'll ever feel as a professional athlete. And one of the things that inspired me to go for world record is to support the world record attempts get. I mean, they're running in silly outfits, so the support they get is amazing, and even more so than the people that everybody's running generally for charities, aren't they? So the support everybody gets is huge, which is phenomenal. But if you're in a silly outfit, you obviously stick out a little bit more, so you generally get a bit more vocal support. And you can't underestimate how powerful that is. When you're hanging, you want to quit, you want to stop, but you've got hundreds and thousands of people cheering you. You keep going. You just find something, and I'm not going to have that. And I'm under no illusion this will be the hardest marathon tempo I've ever done, and it's going to be on roads like this. Perhaps not off-road. I'm going to try and stick to road, so I don't get the resistance of off-road. But it's going to be, it's going to be a super challenging event. So having three business partners and a social media manager with me, at least hopefully a few other people join me for little fractions of it as well, will be really helpful, and I'll be looking to them to try and G me on and motivate me. But if we get some good view counts and get some good reach on the live stream, and anybody who's given me a comment, I'll make sure that my guys read every single one out to me, and I'll wherever possible, I'll try and respond to them all at the end. Hopefully there'll be too many for me to respond to, but that's it could be absolute tumbleweed for all I know yet. But I'll be surprised, because some of my business partners got big following, so should be interesting. Something that links to the bigger challenge. I said that I was never going to be an elite runner or speed, perhaps until I end up, if I keep doing this every day for the rest of my life, I'll be able to run further than people when age kicks in for the elite people. So that's probably when I might become a good for age. But in the interim, my aim is to beat people on other silly things, like because I'm super competitive. So I'll try and be an amateur runner that earns from running. So I monetize it, and more importantly, I want to be a runner that has as many world records as I can get. I don't know how many the most is held by a runner, but I'm going to just do crazy, silly, fancy dress ones to do with running marathon events. I'll try and do at least 2 a year, and try and hold as many as I can, just as another challenge to keep me going running. I think that's really important. So that's pretty much it for me today. Just to summarise, Sunday the 4th of October, virtual London Marathon. I am still going for my world record attempt. We're in negotiations with Guinness World Records on how it's adjudicated, but it's highly looking likely that we're going to have to stream it live or video record it. But I think the live streaming will be required due to the ability to video edit and stuff there. It's amazing all the loops and stuff you have to jump through, hoops you have to jump through for Guinness World Records, but rightly so, they need to make sure there's no cheating going on. So it's going to be live streamed on the Sunday the 4th of October. I'm not looking for any fundraising. COVID has hurt too many people financially to ethically ask for that. What I'm going to ask for is text support on the stream. So watch it, view it, like it, give it a comment, anything that's going to help me get to that finish line. Because please be under no illusion, this will be the hardest challenge I've ever done. I've done 100 miles in 3 days. I've done 70k ultra marathons. You know, I've done 50k ultra marathons. I've done. This will be my fourth or fifth marathon. I can't remember. So I'm under no illusion. This will be the hardest one yet. So any support would be greatly appreciated. So hope you found this interesting and inspiring, perhaps, or just think that I'm a fool. All are fine. If you've got any questions, drop me a comment. I'll respond to everyone. If it's a bigger topic, I'll do a separate episode and tag you in. If it's you think someone's going to get value or you want to share and promote this a little bit for me, it'd be greatly appreciated. Just tag or share or just like it. Just give it some extra reach. Be much appreciated. Check out my other social channels as well. I've started to put unique content on each. If this isn't for you, just unfollow and friend me. No drama there, but do check out my Facebook group Runpreneur or my YouTube channel, Kevin Breton Runpreneur, beforehand, because all of my 110 or so episodes I've recorded so far are catalogued nice and neatly by topic. So there's hopefully going to be some stuff in there that you might find useful on an ad hoc basis. So that's it for me today. As always, stay positive, stay happy, and I will speak to you tomorrow.